that might end up doing it for Apple. That Secret Passage was absolutely huge. And then Alakir! Wow, if there was going to be any card to save Huge Man, it was going to be Alakir.
It is.
Being a Divine Shield Wind Fury charge, meaning that also pumps up the other. Okay, so coming into this game, I'm a little bit late recording wise. But yeah, it's Rush Warrior versus No Minion Mage. And I haven't seen a No Minion Mage on ladder. And I want to say, I mean, I could probably just check this, but I want to say several days actually, which is kind of crazy. But apparently it's good enough still to get to the finals of our little tournament here. So, I mean, I'm happy to see it. I'm going to be honest. I hated No Minion Mage for a long time, because of Deck of Lunacy and when Refreshing Springwater was broken and all that. But ever since the nerfs and it was no longer super oppressive, I've kind of liked playing against it every now and then. I don't know, maybe I'm weird. But,
yeah.
This looks really good. Arcane Intellect, no Incanter's Flow off the bat. But sorry, what were you going to say?
No, I was just going to say that the nerfs were actually done in a manner that made people just kind of stop playing it. That they weren't necessarily something that toned it down completely. I mean, it kind of made it more fair. The deck is still very playable.
Yeah,
but it's just a preference thing.
I would just like to note the placement from Huge Man, putting his highest health minion in the middle, which made it very awkward to play Combustion. And then he places the Archdruid in the middle of Rakara and Sword Eater, arguably the two more important cards because one of them has Taunt. That one's not like as impressive of a placement. It basically is just personal preference on which minion he doesn't want to have get hit by Combustion. But still important to note, I think, the placement of the 110. I think that's pretty important.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think that the nerf on Mage, like you said, was very well done. It was done in a way that kept it viable, but definitely still nerfed it to the point where people wouldn't play it nearly as much. Oh, Absolutely. Is he going the Frenzy version?
Wow. This is
interesting.
I mean, with God of Metal in there, he's got the it's just...
Oh, my goodness. Double Nightmare. Is that lethal next turn, potentially?
Yeah, it looks like it could be. He plays out...
If he doesn't get some sort of, like, savior card here.
Yeah, it's over if he doesn't... He's got to clear the board, really.
I mean, I think the only thing that saves him is Ring Toss, to be quite honest,
wow.
if he gets Ice Barrier.
Oh, well, that's fortunate, though, that there's a...
But isn't that still lethal? That's 5 plus 8. Wait, that's not lethal. He is technically
it's 3
1
off. 3 off.
It's 3?
Wow.
8
3, is it?
Plus 5 is 13, right? From 2 Nightmares?
It's 3 off, yeah. Isn't it?
And he can't hit the stealth minion with ETC, and none of his minions currently have Rush. So, I mean,
that's crazy.
I think that Apple still loses this game, but because of that roll, he's technically still alive for a turn, and Ring Toss might be able to do something to save him.
That's actually...
The games are on a delay, chat, so don't worry about, like, cheating and stuff. It's fine. Everybody is perfectly good to go. We set everything up. Took us a while to figure out the technical difficulties of me watching another stream on a delay. It was really weird, but we figured it out, and now we've set up a pretty cool stream, in my opinion.
Yeah, it's a bit awkward, but you should have it figured out by the 1 tomorrow morning. For me, actually.
Absolutely, especially considering I have someone else commentating, so you don't have to do everything. Yeah,
it's kind of, that's the most awkward part. Like, you know what's going to be funny is I'm going to go to bed, everybody. I'm going to go to sleep, and then I'm going to wake up. And then,
you're weak.
And I am weak.
Imagine going to sleep. Oh, I'm still have to be up for another 20 hours. It's literally just hitting the 4-hour mark. 4 hours and 12 seconds in. Ooh, unfortunately, I do not like that play. I do not like hitting the 2-3. Obviously, he doesn't know about ETC. Yeah. But he should have still played around it, because that's how he would lose here. ETC, by letting his minion be unstealth, is lethal. I mean, obviously, it's one legendary card, and you can't really, like, fully expect that to happen every time. But there was not too many, like, it wasn't a big deal to attack there. I think he could have lived for one more turn, but I still think he would have ultimately ended up losing. Because Ice Barrier is really just going to give him 8 HP, but the warrior develops a little bit more of a board, and he'll probably win in a turn or two anyway. I can make sound effects if you want. I can go like, pew, smack, roar, when something gets summoned. I don't know.
Yeah, I totally thought about that with the game sounds. I was like, oh man, I would have to set Hearthstone onto a different channel and stuff like that. And
no, it's fine. I've got the sound effects. Don't worry about it. I forgot.
Next match. I will be your nightmare.
Do you play Wild? Not really. I don't play Wild that much. But if we get to one of the goals for the donations, I will do a Wild stream. That is a promise.
Whoa.
Okay, so a Totem Thunk. That's the Totem summon. Shoom, healing. Shoom.
Sound effects.
That's the Incanter's flow. Sound effects, please, man. I'm trying my best.
For the finals, let me see. I just want to see something.
Beautiful.
Well done. Decor in the building. Oh, look at that.
A fireball.
How do I look?
Interesting. Devolving missiles. Interesting play. Zoom. Whoosh. Whoosh. Primordial studies. I don't know. I might have just brain freezed it, to be honest. Just brain freeze the 3-3. I don't think devolving missiles is really that important. Because if you think about the matchup, I didn't make a sound effect for that because I was talking. How many Death Rattle minions does a shaman really have? Like, if he had randomly done that and he had a Death Rattle minion, like, maybe. But anyway. The healing. Oh, a Pexus Blast. Not bad here. I'll probably just do it on the 2-5. Smack the 1-1 face.
Smack the 1-1 face. Let's go.
Oh, zoom, boom, zoom. And the thing is summoned. I don't know. Smacking pure face. I mean, I don't fully dislike the face decision. But I also think the face decision with your only other direct damage being Fireball is a little weird. But then again, he's overloading now. I don't think he can Lightning Bolt this. I don't think Lightning Bolting is the correct choice. Yeah. Because now he's overloaded and can't really play the 6-drop and corrupt his Dunk Tank. But anyway, and then the Healing Totem. Whoosh, I don't know. I'm trying my best. Top production for this stream. I'm trying my best, man. Because see, at the end of the day, since he didn't try to get that board presence, all he has left to do is that, like, Fireball his face, ping him, and now he has nothing left, really. Which makes me really worried for Apple here.
Yeah, you have to. I think what they're relying on is that they have Flame Strike, and they think that they can clear this big board that they put down, which is really.
I mean, that's true.
Wow. They put a big board down. I mean, I think it's easy coin Flame Strike here, obviously.
Yeah, you have to. If you don't coin Flame Strike, you literally lose the game next turn.
Yeah. And I think that was all that's really they're anticipating there.
Flame Strike for you.
Remember, they had Flame Strike in their hand early, too, so their lack of trading was based on that. I just don't know if they can afford to take that damage, though. Any of it. So there's a lot of... It's really just, again, another tough spot for our mage here.
Do you Mask of Cthulhu here? Or do you draw cards and then brain freeze it to freeze it? Because that's kind of awkward. Because now you have to... You can Shooting Star, I guess. You don't have to brain freeze it. I don't know. It's a little bit awkward.
I would have liked to draw off the front and then see what comes out and plays out.
I don't know. Apple could still easily win this game if he top decks like 1 or 2 more damage spells. Flame Strike goes brrr. Okay, waiting. I've been waiting for today's stream. Well, I've also been waiting for today. It's a stressful day. Not for you guys though. You guys are having a blast just watching me. It's stressful for me. That was satisfying. That flame strike was satisfying. I will agree with you on that one.
See, now he's gonna is Arcane Intellect here.
Mm-hmm.
It could have possibly had the. He could have drawn last turn and been just in a completely different spot here.
Wait, he has a minion in his deck.
Yeah.
I mean, okay. How much damage does he take right now? Huge Man only has 7 damage. So Apple taking Agwin to Brain Freeze the 6/5 is a good play here. It's a very good play. He's got 7 damage unless he top decks some damage. He doesn't. And he's sitting there. You can see him hovering the cards. He's like, this is only 7 damage. I don't exactly know what to do. 504 likes is actually insane. Thank you so much, everybody. Can anyone share the EU tournament link? There are currently like 25 people signed up for that one. So because even though there's a waiting list and if people don't show up, you might get in. I don't think that you will in the nicest way possible. It's just, I don't think the timing is there for you. But anyway, Huge Man. Does he ever dunk tank face and then Serpent Shrine Portal the 5/5 to stop from dying? I might do that. It looks like that's what he's going to do. He doesn't end up getting to Cram Session for 3 cards, which is a little bit unfortunate. Dunk Tank to hit that. He kind of has to do that. But does he Totem or does he play the 1/2 is the question. I think he should play the 1/2 just because it's guaranteed damage.
Yep.
Okay.
Well, so much for that,
easy
right?
Combustion. I'm making the Dunk Tank. Ding! I'm supposed to do that. Drawing first, always good. Mask of Cthulhu is lethal. That is a good game, too. He sees the lethal. He clears the board. Mask of Cthulhu goes face for 8 damage. And it's
Huge Man with a real well played. Sorry, I was just gonna say huge man with a well played at the end there because I think they genuinely meet it. You could see that was a well played game. It was on both sides.
1 game short of lethal. If I were Huge Man, I would be so sad to have lost the very next turn. The game before. Anyway, who do you think wins this?
I feel like the Shaman is going to win it based on just they're able to just put up a big board, and I don't think that the Rogue is really going to be able to handle that. But it is the coin here is sort of an advantage for the Rogue, so we can see what happens here.
I'm gonna be honest. I think this is heavily favored in Shaman's favor. Yeah. I very infrequently see rogues beat these aggro decks. I mean, obviously they will sometimes do it. And looking at Huge Man's hand, the fact that he doesn't have a 1 or 2 drop really works in Apple's favor. But that still doesn't change the fact that I genuinely think that Rogue has a really bad matchup against Shaman. Coining out probably the Efficient Octobot. I mean, even though I just said that, I might have just jinxed it, because this hand is absolutely amazing for Apple, and absolutely terrible for Huge Man. I'm sorry, Huge Man. If you end up watching this, obviously you're watching this 10 minutes later, I apologize if I just jinxed you. I feel bad. I just kind of messed you up, honestly. Oh my gosh. Guardian Og Merchant, if he drops down Colt Neophyte, he can't even play Serpent Shrine Portal next turn. Oh my gosh. Huge Man, I'm so sorry. This match is on me. I don't know why I say stuff like that. Why I say, oh, you're heavily favored here. Every time I say something like that, I jinx it. Have I learned nothing from my own streams? Every time I'm like, oh, I win this game, I'm fine. I just lose.
The curse is real. Yeah, so we know what our rogue friend has here, but if you were on the Shaman side and you saw that the rogue only has 3 cards, you'd be thinking, well, let me see what happens right here. What is going to be the, of course they're going to be able to draw and stuff like that, but their hand is not very good right now. Apple's hand is kind of
That is true. The hand for
kind of bad.
Apple's pretty bad. Like he does have a discounted Jandis, which is going to be really strong, but he doesn't really have a play for this turn. If I had been huge man, I probably would have played the 3-mana 3/2 because I feel like you need tempo. Being greedy at this point when you have no board presence versus a deck that's going to start comboing off soon, I feel like was a misplay. But maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I don't understand the matchup as well as Huge Man does, because I don't play Shaman too often. Maybe he thinks that the 3/2 is a little bit more important. But personally, I would have probably just played the 3/2. Donation alert? Oh my goodness gracious.
What do we got?
Huge $20 donations. Greeting from Poland. This donation, again, is going to the Tiltify account where we are supporting the American Heart Association. Another $20 donation. I now owe you guys 20 push-ups. I will do it after the finals, I promise. I mark my words, I will do it. He plays the Wand Thief in order to get the combo for Swindle because he values Swindle more. Yeah. That's decent. I mean, again, Jandis turn 5, absolutely spectacular. It's a pre-nerf Jandis that's super strong with a pool of really strong 5-drops. But now that I'm saying that, he's going to summon nothing but bad 5-drops. And the Jinx is going to happen on the other side. I'm just trying to balance things out. You know how I try to be fair with these things.
You are fair.
You're
a very fair individual.
So I try to be, yeah.
Very fair.
So if I'm going to hype up one person and screw over their luck, I'm going to do the exact same thing to Apple too. Guaranteed now he's going to get the 1/1/5 drop. Both of the 1/1/5 drops. Both of them. But greetings from Poland. Great that you're willing to donate money for charity. No problem, man. Honestly, I'm able to do this, and this has been a dream of mine since I was like 11, being able to do stuff on YouTube. Didn't really know what I wanted to do, but being able to just create content and entertain people has always been something I've wanted to do, and I'm literally like living my dream right now. So since I'm in such a fortunate spot, I thought might as well. You know, I think that it's an important thing to do to give back, especially if you're as fortunate as I am in this situation. And so more things like this will probably happen. I'll probably do more events like this where I do charity streams and whatnot. So thank you for the support, and get ready for more in the future.
So how long have we been with streaming for now, Ecor?
I've been streaming for years. I've been streaming for, well...
No, today's broadcast. How long have you been streaming today?
I thought you were talking like in general. Today it's been 4 hours and 15 minutes. I've got 20 to go. 4
hours and 15 minutes to raise $296 so far. Well done.
Just jumping back to the game, I'll talk about that in 1 second. I just wanted to say this. The Shadow Stepping Jandis is really good because it curves really well into Jandis, Tenwu, Jandis again if the board ends up getting wiped. But yeah, honestly, thank you guys so much. The fact that we've already raised almost $300 in 4 hours is insane. Like, that's absolutely incredible. And we've had like almost 300 viewers this whole time. I've had more likes this stream than I've ever had before. At 500,
yeah.
That's more than I've ever had in views. The most views I've got, or not views, but like concurrent viewers has only been like, I say only, but it's whatever. It's been like 400 and something. So this is absolutely huge. You should end the stream by watching a redoing your Nerf Holy Hand Grenade video. How about no? I'd probably have, Inquisitor be the thing that dies in one hit. I might, what would you do here? I've been talking a lot. I want to hear what you think.
No, it's okay. I'm looking at this game, and I'm just really impressed with how the rogue has literally pushed the shaman around. Just the board is rogues right now.
That's
and has
so
been
weird
able
too.
to just, isn't it right? It's just like it just pushing the shaman off the board. Period. Like no presence whatsoever, and that's going to play out really big for them.
Do you think that not playing the third Jandis technically this turn was a mistake?
Oh man. No, because I don't think it was. I think that they want to keep some resources up, and they could launch it now, right?
That's true. So. That's very true. I was thinking you might be able to set up lethal and make it harder for them to figure out something. I mean, I was like 60-40 on it. I think that keeping it might... Ooh, wait, Ross is pretty good. I would try to keep him alive. Prize Plunder, the 3-2. Ross will kill it off. Anyway, if I were him, I would Prize Plunder the 3-2. Ross will kill it. But, he doesn't play the Prize Plunderer. He lets one of his minions die. But maybe he has a plan. But anyway, I was 60-40 on it. I might have played Jandis to set up lethal. Because if you got good cards, you literally could have threatened lethal the next turn, and if he didn't have the dunk tank, you were gonna win. But I also see the importance of holding it back.
Yeah, I think like you said though, that they literally though, if they play out they were doing so well to be clearing the board, and then and taking control of it, and then to leave that one minion up there just didn't feel good. I really too wish they would have cleared that off. And
and then he also would have had one extra minion himself. It wouldn't have been a huge minion, but an extra 2-1 on the board and his 3-1 being dead. It would have added up, is all I'm saying. And people are saying that not playing Jandis was a good play there, but I kind of think so. But if you had played Jandis, you would have had at least one minion live from the dunk tank. He might have ended up trading a little bit differently with his spells, so you could have ended up with 2 minions. And again, it would have set up lethal in a matchup where I don't think you're going to win the game in the long run anyway. Because I just think Sean has too much damage. And having the dunk tank's unfortunate, but I think in this matchup, when you're unfavored, you just have to play to win, rather than play to not lose. It's weird, because like, if I were playing like a control deck... like Control Warrior, let's just say, I would hold back there. But I'm playing as a rogue deck where I'm probably not going to last late game. I have no healing. I've got limited removal. If I ever lose control of the board at some point, I'm probably going to lose anyway. I probably would have done it, but that's just because I tried to close out the game. Because now I feel like at this point, he's going to lose a lot of tempo. Drawing Kazakus, though, helped a ton here. Because the Poisonous deal 3 damage to 2 minions, that's really big.
Right. I'm kind of like, I'm really thinking about what you had said, but I'm also in this spot of like, very impressed that they still have 30 health, or 30 hit points, 27.
Against a shaman, too.
Against a shaman on turn 9. This is just incredible. But look how the tides have turned. This is exactly the reason why it was so impressive to not have a board against
a shaman.
A shaman.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, obviously, the Jandis playing around dunk tank's fine, but you also have to know that if you're playing against shaman, you really have to... if you have the board, you have to just hope that you can hold on to it. Like, I don't know. I don't know how you would really come back from that anyway. Like, yes, you hold Jandis, but your Jandis is going to get killed the following turn anyway, and you didn't apply any pressure. Again, if I had been a control deck, I'd hold back every time. But I'm a deck that's trying to apply tempo against a deck that statistically is just better than me. So I need to try to take the odds and try to win. I don't even think that kills the 6-4. It kills the 2-3, that's fine. He can kill the 5-5. He can kill the 3-2. He draws some cards here. He has a weapon as well. I think the rogue is just run out of steam. The 3-7 is going to be difficult to deal with, but other than that, I think it should be fine.
It was... it's so close, and it just boils down to like one turn.
No, I don't think that was correct. I think he could have hit the 2-1 and taken 1 less damage.
Yep. Whoa, okay.
But actually, the 7-5 now kills the 3-7. I mean, that was... I guess it works out. Would you not kill the Poisonous with Lightning Bolt? Is he going to pass? He shouldn't pass. He should double Lightning Bolt the Poisonous to get board control, I think.
Absolutely. It sucks to do, but it's necessary.
And this is what I was talking about right at the beginning of the game. I think Shaman, first of all, counters Rogue to some extent because it has so much damage, but and so much board. But second, it's just Rogue isn't as good as Shaman. So even though Rogue had a lead, even though Shaman didn't have a 2-drop or even a 3-drop, because didn't he play the Cult Neophyte right at the beginning and stop the Serpent Shrine portal? Despite all of that, the Shaman was still able to come back because the Rogue just didn't have what it took to close out the game. And the Rogue had it wasn't a great hand. I won't go that far, but the Rogue had a decent hand and was able to play Jandice 3 separate times. That's 6 5-drops basically for free.
Yeah. Check the Discord again, please. Here we are. We're doing the E-Core 24-hour stream, ladies and gentlemen. And we're just trying to figure out. Remember, we're doing it on a 10-minute delay, so there's some operating difficulties behind the scenes that you're not aware of.
But yeah, for those of you who don't know, the bracket got messed up because of some technical difficulties and someone leaving in the middle and doing some stuff. Oh, is this winnable still? This has been such a huge game from both sides. Honestly, This has been phenomenal.
It's another... This is a very, very well played final. It's like, it's just back and forth.
Everything is going down to the wire. This is so sick.
Yeah, it is. And it's like Shaman making it, turn 7, 8, 9, right in their wheelhouse where they're normally got you down to virtually nothing. It was not the case in this match. Now we're looking at like just changes in the way that the tempo of the game goes, which is really cool.
I mean, yeah, he can kill off the 7-2 as well, the 2-3, get a couple of minions on the board here, and that might end up doing it for Apple. That Secret Passage was absolutely huge. And then Alakir! Wow, if there was going to be any card to save Huge Man, it was going to be Alakir.
It is.
Being a Divine Shield Wind Fury charge, meaning that also pumps up the other. I would probably trade in. No, wait, no I wouldn't. I'd probably go face, because I'm going to die to Wicked Stab anyway. Yeah, okay, go face with the second one, killing off the 3-2, that's fine. That's fine. The 3-2 trade was probably correct. I'd say the 1-2 into the 2-1, so you can't Shadow Step it or do any funky business. And then he has 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 damage. Oh no, maybe he has to go face here to set up lethal. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, he has to go face for lethal to be set up next turn. I don't know if he sees it. Maybe he's doing the math in his head right now. But I think he has to go face. I think if he goes face here, then he sees it. If he doesn't go face here, then he's going to have to win in 2 turns. And he's already used a lot of his direct damage. Go face. That's what I would do.
Wow.
Oh, he goes face. Okay, he's trying to go for the 2-turn lethal. And Apple gets another Secret Passage. Oh! That is such a sick top deck. There's no way. Oh my gosh. What a back and forth game.
Wow.
If that, Wicked Stab, Alex Straza, Secret Passage, all would have won Apple the game. And I think that it was like, I don't remember exactly how many cards he had left in the deck, but it was probably like at least a 30% chance he won the game off of the top deck there. So it was not like something that was never going to happen. It's not like some random RNG craziness. It was a very realistic out for Apple. Ends up winning. An absolutely crazy game, dude. Holy moly. That was absurd. How big is the delay? The delay is 10 minutes to keep people from being able to like see the hands. But holy moly, what a huge game.
Well,
Wow.
I mean, to give a big tip of the cap again to the Rogue Apple for being able to just bully the Shaman, keep that board control, and just really something that you just rarely see the way that they did that. It's just amazing. Just kept knocking him back, and it was almost Al Kalir that was getting him to victory, but Secret Passageway found the answer, just stuck right in with
This is
lethal
the
on the
kind
end.
of finals
Well
you want to
played.
see too. Well
Well
played,
played, yeah.
indeed. That is the finals you want to see. That is such a sick way to end it. 3 super close games. All of them coming down to the wire. Pretty good play from both parties. Maybe 1 or 2 misplays, but overall, very well played from both sides. And it literally coming down to top decks on both sides.
Yeah.
That is the kind of finals you want to see.
Yeah, and it wasn't just they got there because they played well across the whole tournament. I mean, we saw a limited number of games, but there's some really good plays. There's one of the things I noticed, there wasn't a lot of like very controversial misplays or anything. Your plays like you're like, wow, where maybe this or that, but nothing totally out of line from the players that we saw at the table right now. So I just I think that's it. I think we got everybody. I think we're through. It looks like Apple has won it all, right? So
wait, Apple didn't win that game. No, Apple did win that game.
Yep. Apple has won it.
That
all.
was the wrong one. I put that in wrong. Wow. Okay. Well, Apple won the game. I would have just gone back and checked that.
I'm like behind the scenes. Ecor, I'm hitting. We're chatting on Discord, but that should be it.
Yeah,
I think that is the end of this this tournament. And Ecor, I'm gonna sign on out of here, but.
Absolutely, don't worry about it. It's been real. It's been fun, but it hasn't been real fun. That's my new favorite thing to say. I don't know why.
I'm gonna just want to let everybody know that Ecor is awesome guy. You know who's awesome too is the chat. You guys chatting there. I see you all. I see everybody. I see it spitting up there. I see all the people across the world. Everybody. 24-hour stream. That means that all of us are included in this. Everybody. Ecor was very concerned that all people from all over the world, everyone would be included in this event. So just wanted to give a tip of the cap and say, Ecor, I appreciate you, man. Appreciate chat. I appreciate everybody that's hanging out. And you got a lot of hours left, my man. So you better just take care of yourself. And I hope that all goes well. And I'm going to go to bed. But I'm going to hang out first, and I'm going to be back to help you with the EU tournament.
Stay tuned for the post-match interview with Apple. I'm about to call him right now.
Yep. And so I'll see you later, guys. And I'll be back at the end of the stream, and maybe I'll make a surprise appearance on the microphone. All right, guys. So we'll see you. Bye. Get me off the screen, Ecor.
I'm finding the button. I don't know where you can't. You just also do it. I'm gonna. Okay, I'll just delete it.
I want you to do
it. Okay, found the button. We have a post-game interview. I've never done one of these before. I just want to know what was going on in Apple's head. I'm excited. Hello?
Hey, man.
Congratulations! First of all, very good finals right there. My goodness, that is entertainment at its gosh darn finest.
Yeah, I know, it was so close. I really wasn't sure I was gonna win after that first game. I was so down, like, I got destroyed. I just didn't draw well.
Yeah, I was like, oh my goodness, this guy's gotta draw something. And then the next 2 games, you definitely drew. I had a question. Actually,
I know.
2. 1.
Tell me.
How do you say your name? Is it Apple? Or was I saying it wrong?
Apple, yeah.
Okay, so it was Apple.
It's actually, yeah, it's from the fruit. It's just a a kind of misplay. But yeah.
Oh, okay. And the other one is just in these stressful situations, what kind of things are going through your head? Like, guide me through the thought process of a champion of one of eCore's tournaments and in the stressful finals game.
Well, to be honest, mate, I didn't even expect to even made it to the finals. So when I got there, I was more than pleased. So I was like, whatever. I mean, second place, I'm fine with that. Let's just take whatever comes. And yeah, I guess it was just luck. I mean, even at the start of the game, I told my opponent, let the luckiest win, and it was pretty chill. And well, that's what happened.
That is Hearthstone for you. Let the luckiest player win, man. Let the luckiest draws win. Another question. I know there are donations. I'll get to that in 1 second. What made you bring Rogue? Because I went into this and I've been talking about how I personally don't like Rogue very much. Because I just think that it loses to aggro a little bit. You just get burned down before you can set up cool combos.
Yeah, that's actually very funny. Because I actually didn't even have 3 decks. I mean, I mostly play only Mage and Warrior on ladder. So I ended up destroying a lot of cards to craft that single Rogue deck. And I almost never play Rogue. Like, I have like 40 wins or something with Rogue on ranked. And I'm Platinum 5 right now. I haven't even been playing that much lately. So, yeah, I guess it was just
So you
pure
just
luck.
did it because you're like, oh shoot, I need a third deck. I'll just make a Rogue. Why not?
Yeah.
That's so
Literally,
funny.
that was what happened. Yeah.
Well, what are your thoughts on continuing to play Rogue now that you're a finals champion in the eCore circuit? I don't really have a name for these tournaments, but whatever.
Yeah, I actually love the class, love its gameplay. Like I have like most of the deck already crafted. Since I started playing when Barons came out, I started playing the Watch Post version.
Oh,
But after the nerf and everything, well, I just dropped Rogue and started only playing Warrior and Mage.
I forgot about the watch post version. I remember it being so annoying right at the beginning, and then watch posts were
That
nerfed,
was
and then I
so
never I stopped seeing Rogue for a while.
Right, yeah.
When you were drawing that last card, what was going through your mind? Were you thinking like, oh, I lost, I'm just gonna draw this last card, or did you believe in the heart of the cards there? Did you think you were going to win with that last card?
I honestly believed. I mean, I knew I had 10 cards left, 3 of them which could find me lethal, being Wicked Stab, the second Secret Passage, or Alex Traza. So I just believed, man, and things came down.
That is the correct attitude to have. I'm gonna be honest, I probably wouldn't have been as cool, calm, and collected as you. I probably would have conceded, honestly. I probably would have conceded as soon as my Jandis got wiped with the dunk tank. I would have been like, well, I'm done. So you're a much less tiltable player than I am. Very impressive.
Apparently.
Any last things you want to say to the stream because you're here? Anything you want to say right at the end? Shout out anybody,
Well,
or
thanks.
if you have a channel or anything, just be like, hey, anything.
Nah, I don't really, but I just want to thank everybody who believed in me. I had a couple of friends in chat cheering for me, and also a lot of viewers who started rooting for me. My opponents who I defeated in the way to the finals were also very chill. So yeah, thanks everybody. Thanks you for the opportunity.
No problem. It's been great. I will add you after the stream and everything, and then in 3 days you will be getting your bundle as the reward. But because of Blizzard, you have to wait 3 days after you add somebody. So I will add you after my stream is over. And have a good one.
That's fine. Same. Thank you.
Bye.